You're listening to The Imprint, where we discuss the mistakes, success, and advice of designers by designers. This is your host, Tommy. What's going on, good people? Welcome to another episode of The Imprint. Today I have my now official co-host, Dominique Prescott.
I just want to thank y'all so much for your love and your support.
I cannot.
I want to shout out my mama because she raised me.
I'm done.
Yes, thank you for having me, y'all. So, y'all, it's going to take a lot more to get rid of me now.
I know that's right. So, y'all, let's just go ahead and get into it today. We always talk about good stuff, I think, but today we're going to talk about the not so good side of design.
Do we talk about good stuff?
I think so. I think it's pretty informative.
Maybe. All right. I feel like we'd be complaining.
Well, I think this will still be informative, but I mean, I don't want to make it seem like design is all like peachy creamy. And
yeah.
I mean, even the word peachy creamy. What's it called? Peachy
keen?
There you go.
Yeah.
Peachy keen, but because it's really not.
Nah,
it's
I don't think any profession, like once you start digging into it, is. Right. I don't know one that's just peaches and cream or peachy keen. So
what I said, peachy. I don't even know what
peachy
I said. Right, peachy. So today we're going to talk about why I didn't get the job.
Ooh, that is heavy.
That's a heavy topic right there. Why I didn't get the job. I think we're going to pretty much talk about in the corporate world and not getting a job as far as like just freelance basis, because I can tell you both which one to know.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to pretty much start off with me. I know, which one should I start off with first, Dominica? Personal client or a corporate job?
You know what I'm gonna say because I won't tea.
Dominique got some behind the scenes stuff going on. We done had a little conversation.
We had a little one. He ain't tell me much.
We had a little conversation. But well, I'll start off with the corporate job. Why I didn't get it. It's in design, of course. But I think this will help somebody out. So that's the main reason of me wanting to do this episode. So why I didn't get the job. I went and applied to a job. And yeah, I live in my head, so yeah, I'm just leaving it at that. But I went and I applied to this job, went through 3 interviews with the company. 3 interviews. It was all good until it came to the test portion. That test will kill you. Like,
is that the test that some like what you call it? Them contract people be giving you to assess you.
This wasn't even a contract role. It was a like I would be hired on like full time.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, but there has been. Yeah, I done went through some stuff. Like, so I've had experiences.
So continue. Tell us more. Give us.
This is what I talked to you about earlier, but this is another one. Well, no, I think I did mention that to you one time before. But went through 3 interviews. I think the second interview, I asked the guy on my way out. I was like, "So do you are you guys looking at anybody else? Is it just me?" And he was like, "Yeah, we're looking at one more person." And he was like, "But keep sending your thank you letters because nobody else did that." I was like, "Okay, good, great." Did it again. Sent the thank you letter after that interview. Got invited back for another interview. Well, no, this was the test. So mistake.
I'm stressed out.
Mistake number 1. Well, I'm not going to say a mistake, but I guess I would call it a mistake. Looking back at it now, I would have asked them what kind of test it was. They said, I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember exactly what they told me. I know they said test for sure. And during the interviewing process, they asked me about, for printing, do you do CMYK or RGB and stuff like that? So when they told me that they were going to give me a test, automatically I assumed it was going to be like what's the proper protocol for working in design, Illustrator, Photoshop, whatever. And I didn't ask them, okay, exactly what test are you guys going to give me? What's going to make it? What's going to break it? Like, I didn't go into details with them. I just kind of assumed.
Do you think they would have told you if you asked?
And that's another thing. But I mean, I'm at this point. Hey, all you can do is say
if they say no,
that's
true.
all you can do. I would rather ask than be like, I should have asked. So I didn't ask them what kind of test it was going to be. Come to find out, it was a brochure. Yeah, a mini booklet they wanted me to redo within the time frame of an hour. I felt like I was pledging all over again. Shout out to KSI. But they were like, okay, you have an hour to redesign the booklet. Again, looking back at it, I would have been like, okay, what is going to make or break your decision? Mm-hmm. Are you guys focused more so on type? Are you focused more so on design? Is it okay if I don't even touch the front cover and focus on the inside? Just pretty much just breaking it down. And to be honest, a lot of people don't even really think of that or don't even really know to ask those questions.
Yeah.
Because in that time, in that space that I was in my head, I was just kind of like, well, just do what they tell you to do and not kind of, what would I say? I guess put myself in the best predicament that I could have been in or put myself in the best light. So I went and I redesigned it. And to be honest, when I tell you my nerves was a wreck.
They weren't watching you while you did it though, right?
One guy was sitting across from me, but
was he like staring at you like?
No, he was just like he wasn't staring at me. He was doing his own work, but I asked him, I said, I don't have any pictures on it at this moment. You better put some pictures on there. And I was like, okay.
What?
And he was kind of vague to an extent. Right. I was like, okay.
So what, you want me to Google some stuff? You want me to go on
Stock? Let me back up. They wanted me to Google images. They didn't have images. They wanted me to find images all within this 1 hour time frame. They wanted me to find images and make it work. I mean, I have to come up with a design.
Stressful and fun at the same time. Like, not if a job is on the line. Stressful when the job is on the line,
right.
But like cool if you like challenging your friend. Like that would be a good.
Exactly.
We should do that one time. And,
we should
record it, but not when money on the line.
And that was my main thing. I was like, okay, this is gonna be the decision maker if you get this job or not. So I was like, super freaked out, super panicked. And to make a long story short, I didn't get the position. Whenever I don't get a position, I make sure to ask the person what
happened.
Right, what happened. And the lady told me, she said, she made mention of some things that could have been better with my portfolio. It wasn't like anything huge, but she mentioned some minor things. And to me, I love for people to be 100% honest with me when it comes to me trying to better myself. If something isn't right, I don't care if I have a smudge on something that shouldn't have been there. Tell me so I'll know, so that going forward it won't be like, well, I try to get help and people don't tell me the truth and yada yada yada. Tell me. I don't care.
Yeah.
So
you gotta have tough skin though. A lot of people don't have tough skin.
Exactly. So I'm glad that she shared that with me, and she pretty much told me that there were some small things that could have been better in my portfolio, and she told me that test killed me. She said, I don't know what happened on that test, but the work that you turned in did not look like the work that you had in your portfolio, and we can tell that you were scattered, and we can tell that you were nervous. And she was like, she said that, what did she? She said she could tell that I was nervous, and I didn't come in with a plan, is what she said.
Well, okay, so wait. She said you didn't come in with a plan, but did you know that's what the test consisted of?
I didn't. They
so
kept
how
it
you supposed to plan for something like what? Oh, so because that just made me mad. So wait, if you would have asked them, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have said, "Oh, we're gonna make you find pictures," because you could have had some in your pocket when you came up there. They wouldn't have let you do that. So how you? All right, that's fine. I mean, it's cool. Whatever.
And again, It's water under the bridge right now, but I just wanted to like kind of just share this information with, like I said, this show is for people coming into the industry, people who are in school about to get into the industry, or people who just are interested in getting into into design, career change. So I just want to share this information because hopefully it can help somebody. I think my best advice for that, and I mean it's kind of not setting you up to fail, but it's kind of vague and it's not really narrowing it down. But I guess just expect the unexpected, because a lot of the times I would say, for one, expect the unexpected, and two, ask them the smallest question. If you have any question, ask them.
Oh, yeah, I get on people's nerves with that because I will ask.
Yeah.
I will. I think that's a problem I have, too, because people automatically think you dumb, but they don't know the answer either.
Yeah.
But just because I'm comfortable asking these questions, don't think I'm stupid. In
Exactly.
fact, I'm smarter than you because I acknowledge that I don't know.
Right.
But
so I was like, okay. So I was definitely happy that she shared that information with me, but I was just like, I don't like to assume.
Yeah.
I don't like to assume, and if I asked them questions and for them to just say no, I couldn't be sitting here today and be like, well, I could have asked them this, or I could have asked them that, because I'm that type of person. I'll be like, well, maybe I could have done this, maybe I could have done that. But
yeah.
I mean, you just, to make yourself feel better, ask questions and just get it off of you. So, like, have there been any positions that you've applied for and you didn't get it, and you why are you looking like that?
Because you asked me the question now.
Yeah, like what positions have you applied to, and there are things that you could have done better to, like, you would have probably got that position had you done this?
I think a lot of mine, whenever I asked for feedback, it was always like it was just your lack of experience.
Really? See, Dominique be balling.
No. Hold up, though. But
Ballin'.
I feel like looking back, like over the past 3 years, right? I've been working for almost 2. It'll be 2 in October. Okay. So for the past 3 years, I've gone through about 3 or 4 different resumes. Mm-hmm. I've gone through 3 or 4 different website looks. Mm-hmm. Like, so, and each one evolved.
Right.
So looking back and thinking what my resume looked like when I first started applying to these positions, it looked like amateur work.
Okay.
So I think my style evolved, my design work evolved. I got more educated in the field. I learned a lot to get to the point where I am now. But I will tell you a story on I wish I was more assertive.
Okay.
So one of the first positions that was offered to me was in South Charlotte.
Okay.
And I actually live up the street from it now, which is wild. But they offered me a position, and the lady kept telling me that she was going to hit me up. And I'm telling you, months went by. Like, she said, you have the position. We're going to call you. I'm waiting for them to go on ahead and give me the go for these positions to open up. And I actually started to wait for this woman.
I believe it.
I started
Especially
to wait
somebody
for this
says you have a position. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm good.
I started to wait. But after, like, now, if somebody told me I got a position and I don't hear from them for like 2 weeks, they don't give me a start date, I will move forward.
Right.
And I wish, she took advantage of me because I was desperate at the time.
Right.
So, I mean, I know I got a story. I'm going to dig it up. I know I got a story. I'm going to dig it up. I've been told no a lot, though.
I think the main thing, and another thing that that I wish I would have done was with my most recent role was not be complacent. Like, I wish that I didn't just relax, and it's a mental thing with me. I try, whenever I get a position, I try to give it my all, and I try not to be, I was going to say double-minded, like Sunday school. Not double-minded, but I don't want my attention to be divided. Like, if I have this position, I want to give it my all so that if I am let go from not a full-time position, but like a contract position, if I am let go, I can't say that I didn't give it my all.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you know firsthand that a contract position can turn into a full-time position.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so like, whenever I'm in, I'm just like, okay, I'm going to give it my all. And if I'm still let go, then I won't feel as bad because I gave it my all.
Yeah.
So.
I think, like, when you get to a certain point, though, like, you realize it's way more than just your work, too.
Oh, yeah.
And I hate the fact that you have to be, like, buddy-buddy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't necessarily hate it now. I realize that, like, it's good to know your coworkers. It's good to, like, get a really good relationship. You actually